Hello, I'm Machiavelli and this is my guide for how to get a Dragon Defender from scratch in Old School Runescape. I have no intro, so here we go. To start off, the only requirements are that you have membership and either a combined attack and strength of 130 or a 99 in either attack or strength. So this could be either 65 plus 65 attack and strength, making up 130, or 62 attack plus 68 strength, like what I had. But it doesn't really matter as long as they add up to 130. And it is worth remembering that you must use melee in order to get your Dragon Defender, so don't bring any ranged or mage gear. And before we head to the Warriors Guild in Berthorpe, we should prepare any items that we're going to need throughout this whole grind. So there is a bank at the guild, so all the gear you need can be left in your bank. You don't need to bring it in your inventory. So that is useful to know. Firstly, we're going to need a teleport method such as a games necklace or a combat bracelet. So pick up one of them. The combat bracelet can teleport you right outside the Warriors Guild. So that is essentially the best way to get there. But secondly, you can use a games necklace which teleports you pretty close if you just use the Berthorpe teleport. So either one of them will do. After that, you're going to want to bring your best melee gear that you can. I would recommend bringing, say, rune armour or above. I would recommend using at least dragon or above weapons. The next thing we're going to need is food. You're going to need as much food as possible, really. So I brought around 1,000 tuna, and I think that was enough. I can't remember if I went back and bought more. If not, 2,000 tuna should be more than enough, and it's really cheap, so I would recommend picking up a lot of tuna. Next, I would recommend stat boosting potions. I brought around 20 of each super potions, and they were more than enough. I had around 10 left at the end of it. But just make sure you've got enough so you're not having to leave and go back to the Grand Exchange halfway through. And finally, there is one more thing you need to pick up off the Grand Exchange, and that is a set of metal armour. It doesn't have to be a full set, but it does have to be a full helm, legs and body. And make sure it is at least black armour or above. Okay, in order to get to the Warriors Guild, what we're going to do is use either a games necklace or a combat bracelet, and we're going to rub it, and then we're going to pick the Warriors Guild teleport, or if you're using a games necklace, use the Berthorpe teleport. So the Warriors Guild teleport leaves us straight outside the Warriors Guild, and if you're using the games necklace teleport, it will teleport you right over here, which is not far at all. So all you have to do is walk over to the Warriors Guild, no issue, and you can head straight through the door if you've got the level. And where we're going to go is we're going to walk all the way to the back where there is a bank, and this is where we are going to get set up. Okay, so at the Warriors Guild you can see my inventory is just some super pots, some tuna and some armour. What you're going to want to do is just fill your inventory up with food, super pots and armour. We're going to head into this animation room, and we're going to walk over to this magical animator, and we're going to place our armour on it, and a suit of armour is going to appear. So what you want to do is just kill the armour, pick your armour up off the floor, and repeat the process. You'll get tokens for every kill, and yeah, just keep repeating the process and you'll be good to go. You should have enough tokens at about 3,000 or 4,000 tokens to get all the way from no defender to at least a rune defender, and maybe even a dragon defender. So I'd aim for about 3,000 or 4,000. I went with 3,000 and then came back and grinded for an extra 1,000 just to get my dragon defender. So a question you might have is, which set of armor should I use in the animation room? So the question comes down to what level are you and Would you rather get your tokens quicker? Well, in terms of efficiency, black armour is actually the most efficient out of the armours that don't degrade or don't have a chance to degrade. So armours below black will degrade to broken every now and again, so you will lose a piece of armor, meaning it is actually more efficient to use black or above. But if you look at this table, the black armor has a 0.333 tokens for every HP. So for every 3 HP, you will get 1 token. I would say it's between black and mithril to which one is most efficient, and it's completely up to you. You can see the level differences, so I'd say it depends completely on your level. Okay, so now we're done gearing up and we've got our tokens in our inventory, and if you have a defender already, which I doubt you do, bring it with you, but you don't need it. This is just so I can use as an example. So we've got our super pots, we've got our food, and all we're going to do is head up to the top floor and speak to Camfrina. Camfrina is going to tell us that these Cyclops can now drop defenders. So in order to fight them, all you have to do is spend 10 tokens by opening the door, and every minute will now cost you another 10 tokens. And it is worth noting that there is a level 76 Cyclops and level 56 Cyclopses, but they have the same drop rates for the defenders. They are both 1 in 50 up to the Rune Defender, but a Dragon Defender is 1 in 100. So all you have to do is kill these over and over until you get a Defender drop. All you have to do once you get a Defender is head out here and show it to Camfrina. Camfrina will then allow the Cyclopses to drop the next tier of Defender. So if you've got the Bronze Defender, then they will now be able to drop Iron Defenders. If you've got a Iron Defender in your inventory, then they'll then be able to drop a Steel Defender, and so forth. It just keeps going on until you get the Rune Defender. Then once you've got the Rune Defender, what she'll do is she'll send you back downstairs, all the way down, and we're just going to grab our Rune Defender. So now we've got our Rune Defender, what we're going to do is we're going to head out to the back of the Warriors Guild, which is to the west, and we're going to head out and go down these ladders. At the bottom, you'll find a girl called Lorelei with a mini Cyclops next to her called Rory. You're going to want to speak to Lorelei and show her your Rune Defender. She's going to tell you that you can now enter the room and they will have a chance of dropping a Dragon Defender. Now this is where the Cyclopses do become a bit harder because they are level 106, but they do have 150 hit points, so they are almost twice as strong as the level 56 Cyclops. I mean, they have 95 attack, 75 strength, and 55 defense, so just be careful. Watch your HP and make sure you take enough food and don't risk too much. Even though you can just teleport back and pick up your stuff, I just don't think it's worth dying for no reason. If you want to alch the drops, then it's worth remembering to bring some nature runes and some fire runes in order to use high alchemy so you can get money for some of the drops instantly. So all you have to do is kill these until you get the Dragon Defender. The odds are 1 in 100 at this point as opposed to 1 in 50, but I found that I actually got the Dragon Defender pretty quickly. I stayed for about half an hour in my first trip and didn't get anything, but then I came back and got it on my 5th kill. If you're on a Slayer task for Hill Giants, Cyclops may actually be killed for Slayer XP, as they are technically Hill Giants. Congratulations, you've just got yourself a Dragon Defender. If this guide helped you, please leave a like, maybe leave a comment letting me know if this helped you, and consider subscribing, because that would mean a lot. As always, this was Machiavelli, signing out.